Hi friends, it's me, it's Rain. Week 2, let's go. I've done it. First time in lab. Not fully first time, but first days in lab, which was cool. Yeah, the very first day was a weird one. We just went in like 20 past 9 or so in the morning, so really humane hours. Love the assistant for that. And I don't know, it was kind of funny because the schlenk lines and the student labs weren't really the greatest, and we're like two groups, and the other group, so I have a partner and we're one group, and the other group the guy is alone, and his schlenk line didn't work at all. So for like 2 hours all he did was prepare it. Then they realized, oh, it's not working, it's broken. So then he had to disassemble the whole thing again, which was, I bet that was really annoying. We helped, of course, because we're good friends. Yay. As for the experiment itself, it was, it should have been done under like vacuum and nitrogen atmosphere. Didn't work out so well, but then again, the thing we made in the first step. Hi, editing Rain here. So I'm stupid, I mixed up steps 1 and 2. The first step does not involve DPP, which looks like this, by the way, just so you know. It actually involves triphenylphosphate, which is this. So the product looks like this, and not how I said. I didn't catch on for like a couple more minutes, so yeah, the first step is this reaction. Yeah, I'm stupid, I'm sorry guys. Back to the video. Which is like a tungsten chloride with like DPPE, it's like diphosphorophenyl thing. Looks like this, and then the thing we made looks like this. Yeah, we made that in the first step. It was super simple, super easy, it was fun. We just learned a couple steps on how to actually do it. So that was the first day, and then we went home because after like 4 hours I didn't have any other lectures on that day, and I spent the whole day in lab basically. And for like Wednesday we didn't even have lab because the assistant was like, yeah, no, this has to dry under vacuum. I only got like 3 hours on Tuesday, so I'm just gonna let it sit in my own fume hood in the research laboratories and just let it dry the whole Wednesday, and that'll be fine. So yeah, Wednesday was just a normal day without much to do. I decided to like skip one of the first lectures because I didn't want to drive to uni just for that lecture, and then later on I found out that the professor was sick on that day and no one knew until the lecture started, and some assistants scrambled in and were like, hey, he's not coming, he's sick, just so you know. Okay, so I didn't go, I stayed in bed, and then it turned out the professor wasn't there. I was like, yes, yeah, so lucky. As for Thursday, again, lab, middle of the morning, 9:15, and we were just sitting in front of the student labs, and then the assistant walked by and was like, yeah, no, those schlenk lines are bad. I decided we're not gonna use them. Let's go to my lab. So we walked across like half of the chem building to the research labs of his research group, and then just did the stuff in those labs, which was cool because I've never been in those. They're messy as fuck. Yeah, I shouldn't say it. They're really messy, and there's just bad memes everywhere. I took some photos of some, you can see them here. They have like glove boxes, which is also really cool. Glove boxes are just these big boxes that are completely sealed, and all the oxygen and water got pumped out and replaced with argon. So no water, no oxygen, argon only in there, so you can like open up your flasks and stuff and weigh things that should be under inert circumstances with like gas, and normally react with oxygen from like air around you. So that's cool to see. Yeah, And they even have a glove box bingo with like things that can go wrong in the glove box and things that did go wrong. They already had 3 bingos on it, and the best one I think is the one with there's a little fridge in the glove box so you can like store some things at a cooler temperature, and one of those bingo card thingies was fridge warmer than ambient temperature. Which is like, oops. At least they didn't have a fire in the glove box, that's, I think. So yeah, that was wrong. Apparently the glove box did already have a fire. Yeah, lots of things going wrong. Oops. Yeah, no, it was fun. I felt at home with bad memes everywhere and stupid jokes. Anyway, so second day of lab, we did it in the research labs because damn, they have argon instead of nitrogen, which is a bit more inert than nitrogen. Some things react with nitrogen, like the dinitrogen complex we're currently making. Anyway, great experience, so much better to work with. And so we had our compound we made on Tuesday at that point, and so the next step was to put that DPP stuff in. Oh wait, I mixed things around. Anyway, for the first step we put triphenylphosphate in, and for the second step we did like a ligand substitution with like the triphenylphosphate for the DPPE thing. Yeah, and then toluene is the English word. And then just let it cook basically for, I think it said like 2 or 3 hours. He just said nah, best results is for just let it do its thing and we'll do the rest tomorrow. So after like 2 hours we went home because we were done, and my only lecture on Thursday is from 8 to 10 and it was 11, so nothing to do. So on Friday we went back and we had to filter the stuff that cooked, and the very first thing that happened, we pulled vacuum, and vacuum was in, and then we reversed it with like the Schlenk line, because you have like 2 lines and one is vacuum, you can, and then switching over you can have argon, and we put the argon in and the fucking little filter thing just whoop, and got destroyed. And the assistant, he just cursed because for like 5 or 10 minutes he had been looking through all the little Schlenk filter apertures, and that was the best one he found. And he also immediately took a picture because it's just like, it's super funny. Nothing was in there, it didn't ruin anything, it was just funny that it broke. Yeah, then we had to get a new one, repeat the whole process of like setting up the aperture and then pulling vacuum, pushing in argon, pulling vacuum, yada yada, and then we could finally filtrate the stuff and wash it with some more toluene and diethyl ether, and yeah, it turned out weirdly brownish. So yeah, let's see how that goes. And yeah, Tuesday is the next day with lab, again 9:15, because on Monday I wanted to go to a lecture, and yeah, so Tuesday 9:15 we're doing the very last step in the synthesis, which is like put everything together, pull vacuum for 3-ish hours, and then just let it put nitrogen on it and let it stir for 18 hours. So yeah, I think Tuesday is gonna be real easy and not so stressful. Probably gonna be in the lab for like a couple hours and that's it. So yeah, that is fun. Yeah, anything else? I don't know. I only had like, I brought some pictures of how the things looked. That was my week. Week 2 and I'm already skipping lectures. Oopsies. Yeah, anyway, lab is a lot of fun and I'm so glad that it's less stressful than I anticipated, because first week was really just exhausting, writing everything, researching everything, so it's really nice to just, the lab is like every 2 days, maybe for like 3 hours. And that's it. That was cool. So yeah, that was my week. I hope you also had a great week, and I hope you have a great next week, and I'll see you guys next Friday, maybe, hopefully. More like next weekend. And Halloween is coming up, so that's gonna be nice. No uni on Friday. Let's go. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.